Well, good morning. I'm joined here for our Thursday Thoughts with my favorite person in the world.
My twin.
Yeah.
I did this on purpose.
We are twinning today.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did that on purpose.
And this is kind of a pretty special spot because this past Saturday,
my brother and his new wife got married right here.
Yes.
We're sitting right in front of their cool floral octagon that we're about to disassemble.
Congratulations to David and Jessica Close. We are so glad. Hey, you have my coffee?
You're blocking.
Okay. All right. Anyways, I had the privilege of being able to officiate the wedding right here, and it's so beautiful out here. And I was barely making it through because we were using the same vows that Cyndi and I used, coming on 24 years.
Yeah.
And there's the part where you know, obviously in the vows where we're talking about what it means to practice mutual submission and to love each other the way what Christ calls us to lay down our lives for each other.
Yeah.
And then of course 1 Corinthians 13 that says love keeps no record of wrongs. And I was just looking at you sitting right there, and I was looking at this beautiful couple in front of me, knowing how God brought them together. Yeah. And I almost lost it. And I just really felt like the Holy Spirit spoke in that moment and said, that's the thing about us, is that no matter how much we love the person that we've committed our lives to, we're really good at keeping the wrong records, right? We forget the things we're supposed to remember.
We forget the good stuff.
And we remember the things we're supposed to forget.
Right.
And in that 1 Corinthians 13 challenge is, I almost pictured like the different times where you and I would, let's say, have disagreements. And it's like pulling open the file cabinet and go, hey, hold that thought, I've got some ammo
this is
here.
Just like when you did this.
Yes, I'm gonna pull up some examples of how I should be winning this argument, or how you're definitely wrong in this situation. And love doesn't do that. Love believes all things, hopes all things, doesn't keep records of wrongs, doesn't actually keep record of rights either. Like, hey, do you remember how many things I did for you? Do you know how hard I'm working? Do you know what it is? You know, we start doing that comparison game.
Yeah, which never ends well. No,
it doesn't. And so I just wanted to encourage those of you who are out there, whether you're single and you're just kind of trying to honor God in your relationships, or you're married. The longer that you're married, the easier it is to keep the wrong records. And you were talking to me about just this idea of changing out your filter, specifically regarding
coffee.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the conversation we were having was like, I'm going to be sharing at a women's conference this weekend at Daybreak Church on the topic of marriage, and I was just kind of sharing with him some of the things I'm processing through, and one of them is the importance of expecting the best, or believing the best, hoping the best about our spouse. That sometimes it's easy to get in that frame of mind, especially once we've been married a long time, we just have our expectations of how things are based on the history, the records, right? And so, but to intentionally have the mindset of, my spouse has my best intention at heart. I am going to expect the best, and rather than viewing things through a filter of hurt, or viewing things through a filter of just past experiences, maybe that weren't great, and going into it expecting the worst, or expecting to be hurt again, or expecting things to mean a certain thing when maybe they don't. Right. That we would be careful, no matter what has happened with our spouse, that we would take the ownership to expect the best, to believe the best, that things would filter through a clean filter. And I was saying, it's like when you make coffee, every morning we put a new coffee filter in, and we brew coffee through a new coffee filter. Sometimes if we're not careful, we'll use the same old filter for every conversation, for every circumstance, for every thing we come up against, and we use an old filter for a new situation, and we don't see it the way it's supposed to be seen, because we're seeing it through an old filter. And it's like if you wear rose-colored glasses, everything you look at is going to be a little rose-colored until you change what you're looking through. So we were just kind of processing through that if we're not careful, especially when we've been married for a while, even just in relationships, that we don't apply an old filter to a new situation, or even just a new day, starting a new day. Like today, I had a couple of not great last couple of days for challenging my computer. My computer crashed, and we had a son that wasn't feeling good. and which caused a lot of laundry. And like today, it's like I have to make the decision. Today's a new day. It's not Sunday night with my computer crash. It's not yesterday. It's a new day, and I'm gonna decide to look at today through a new filter. Not through the filter of exhaustion or frustration or anything else, but I'm going to start that today is a brand new day, and I'm going to expect that God's going to do new and good things.
Yeah. So we just want to encourage you guys, wherever it is that you're at, maybe remind yourselves of the vows you took. That's why I love being able to perform weddings. I love to be able to attend weddings, because Cyndi and I then would review what this ring means. And this ring means that we have this unending, undying love from Christ, even when ours runs out. And so just let God kind of refresh and renew your filter, bring you back to the day you made your vows, into that place. Even if you can't go there in your mind, go there in prayer and say, God, give me that fresh love for my spouse again.
Yeah, for sure.
God bless you guys.
Bye.